And as promised, here he is, the man of the hour, five-time All-Pro linebacker of the Seattle Seahawks, who are in first place in the NFC West, heading to Western New York for a big game against the Buffalo Bills in Week 9. Friend of the program, but I don't mind me saying so, Bobby Wagner here on the program. How are you, Bobby?
I'm doing good. Of course, a friend of the program.
Okay, good. You know what? I appreciate that.
Whenever I got time, I'm always gonna make it.
I appreciate that, Bobby. And if I'm not, are you in the weight room right now? Do I hear weights clanking in the back?
No, we just lifted. I actually woke up a little bit earlier to get a lift in, so I can get on with you.
Okay, I appreciate that. I do appreciate when people get a lift in before calling into the Rich Eisen Show. I'll be honest with you. It's
Come on.
So, what is a lift? What does a Bobby Wagner lift look like?
You can just feel the energy.
I love it. What does the Bobby Wagner lift look like? Walk me through it. What is that like?
Some benching, some curls, push-ups, some lower body stuff, kind of a full body lift. It's a good way to start the week off.
All right, now let's flex here. Curls. What are we curling? What's the Bobby? I need weights. I need
I don't
numbers.
know. I haven't maxed out in a really, really long time.
You know what? That sounds like a humble brag. That sounds like a humble brag coming on the curls. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. We're just gonna, let's just say this is our 65. Let's say that. 65
on each side. And that's not maxing out. Okay, very good. And this is pounds, right? We're not talking kilograms, right? These are pounds we're talking about.
No, these are pounds. Everything in pounds.
I love it. Well, that's what a linebacker should be. What do you say about this season so far? Term it for me. How would you call the Seattle Seahawks season to this point, Bobby?
I think we, obviously being 6-1, we're in a good spot. I'm very excited, kind of where we're at, just because I think defensively we have a lot to improve, and for us to be 6-1 with room to grow, I think it's just puts us in a really, really good situation as long as we keep making those improvements. And so, obviously, offense is doing well. Russell's been doing amazing. DK's been doing amazing. Tyler, amazing. Chris Carson, all those guys doing amazing. O-line with D. Brown, the way they've been blocking has been great. So, we're really excited about where we're at and how far we can grow to be a contender.
So, it just seems that if the defense could cut down one score a game that's being put on you, this might be an unbeatable team, Bobby. Is that the sense that I'm
definitely
picking up here?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I feel like, defensively we've had moments where we've played really well. We've had moments where we have not played that well. But, I feel like, last game was a step in the right direction. And, from this point forward, it's just about consistency. And like you said, trying to clean up those yards in the fourth quarter.
So what is it? Like, what is the improvement? I think you just touched on it right there. It's yards in the fourth quarter. It's rushing the passer, being a little bit more effective on that front. What is it, Bobby?
Yeah, I think, especially for last game, I think it was just being a little bit more aggressive. I think we got aggressive in our calling, in which, put us in an aggressive mindset. So, having, just being aggressive the whole game is something I think worked well for us, and we just got to continue to perfect that.
And by the way, I did you hear you got named Defensive Player of the Week this very morning? Or am I breaking news? NFC?
I just heard.
Okay.
Just heard right on the way over here.
Does
that it's definitely a blessing.
No, what does that mean to you? You've gotten a lot of accolades. I know you're part of an all-decade team, but when you get that, what does that mean for you, Bobby?
It just means that people recognizing your play. I think as you get older, you appreciate things like this a little bit more because you understand how hard it is for these teams to come by, and you have a different appreciation for them as you get later on in your career. So I'm definitely grateful for it. I'm grateful for my teammates, my coaches for making a great game plan, and it's fun.
So I guess it's Bobby Wagner here on the Rich Eisen Show. It's kind of fitting, since we're all sitting here wondering who the next president of the United States is as we're having this conversation, that I now ask you about your prez in Jamal Adams. Where is he? Do we see him? Do we see him back in the AFC East?
Hey, I think
you're visiting?
I think he's good. I think he'll be back at practice, and I think he'll get a good week in, and hopefully he's out there on Sunday. But I'm confident with him, being out there at practice, that we'll see him on Sunday.
Just knowing him again, I'm a New Yorker, and I grew up a Jet fan. So just being a fan of his and knowing him, He seems to be a perfect fit for the personality of your team, coaching staff, etc. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, definitely. He came in and fit in amazing because he loves the game. He loves ball. So anybody who loves ball gonna love it here because we all love ball. And Coach Carroll shows it in his positivity. And so him coming in, fitting in, especially his energy. I know you see it on the field. Whenever he makes a play, or just his energy is contagious, and it's something that everybody can feed off of.
And so, what does he bring to the back end, knowing that you're right there in the middle, that he's behind you? What does that mean? How does that work?
Just another playmaker, another person that you have to be accountable for. He blitzes really, really well, covers really well, can cover the tight ends, cover running backs, can make plays in the backfield, but just somebody that you have to keep your eyes on the whole time, because if you don't, he makes plays.
So, your coach, Pete Carroll, said locally on the radio, Bobby, that you were challenging your teammates to make plays last game. Is that accurate?
Say one more time.
He said that Pete Carroll said that you were challenging your teammates to make plays, that you were getting in people's faces a little bit in the last game this past week. Did that happen?
Yeah,
Bob?
definitely. I just, felt like you had to just, kind of just get in everybody's face, and just there had to be a sense of urgency. Sometimes it's needed to kind of get us going in the right direction, and understanding what's at stake, especially from defensively. The offense playing as well as they're playing. You don't want to be the reason why you're potentially losing. So it just as a leader, just making sure everybody's holding themselves accountable as well as myself, and putting us in the right position in the right mindset to make those plays.
I mean, what is it? Is it just young guys on the team, or why did you feel the need to do that just this past week?
I just think it's just from experience. I've been fortunate to be around some amazing leaders like Cam, Sherm, Mike Bennett, Cliff Averill, and we've had times like that, and from 2012 to when they, either left or retired, to where they had to do it. And so I feel like being a leader and being the voice, it was my turn to do what they did when we were young.
So you're the OG now, essentially. You've become the OG in Seattle.
I am. I'm becoming the OG. Everybody's looking at me. I think it was funny because when I was a rookie, I told me Bang when I was born. And he laughed because I think he was born in like 84. And so now I find myself doing the same thing when guys come in born in 97 and 98.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. One day you might be playing with somebody who said, yeah, I was born in 2000. I was born in 2001, and now, you've got to go line up. But that's years down the road. But it is amazing how you are essentially, along with Russ, the bridge from one era of Seahawks football to the other, along with obviously your coach too. That's a fact.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting. It's you can just tell by the music differences, the how they choose to spend their time. It's all funny, but it's been fun.
So
to keep you youthful.
Are you turning music off? Is that what you're saying? Are you exercising your authority on that front?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. If it's bad music, it's bad music. But I'm not going. I'll give it a chance first before I just turn it off.
Okay, I understand. Before I let you go, don't take this the wrong way. But when Budda Baker was running down the field, and you saw all that with DK Metcalf, do you think you'd have been able to run him down if you were out there with a 5-yard head start that Budda had given you? Do you think you'd have been able to do it? What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like I got Budda in a race a couple times when we trained in the off season, but I don't know if I would have chased him down like DK. But I know when when I saw him get the pick, I knew DK was gonna come close. I didn't think he was gonna catch him that quick, but I saw DK run, so I knew there was gonna be a good chance for him to chase him down.
What was it like? What was that brought to the attention of the entire team in a film room at day after the game? And if so, what was that moment like when you all watched it back as a team?
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, when you watched it during the game, you know, I think me being around for a while, you know how big of a play that was because it set up, you know, for us the opportunity to stop them, you know, from scoring, which I think we did. And so you definitely have to applaud that effort and show that because that's a example of somebody who cares and cares a lot about the game and cares a lot about your team. So you definitely have to celebrate that when you see a play like that happen.
Well, we had Greg Olson on before the season, and he said that his first blush, just beginning to practice with DK Metcalf, that DK had Megatron-type qualities, like a Calvin Johnson-type game. You have been a world-class defender, not on wide receivers, but you have obviously been right there in the middle of defenses and have seen wide receivers of note around you. Where does Metcalf rank to you?
He definitely ranks up there. I just think his mentality, how he approaches the game, his humbleness. You know, you have to worry about him. You know, every time he's on the field, he can do it all. He can block, he can catch, he can chase down defenders. He's somebody that you get up and you watch because you know something special is going to happen. He's just a really special player, and I don't think there's anyone like him.
You're the best team in the NFC. You got the best record. Let's just give you the floor on that before I let you go. Are you the best team in the NFC?
Yeah, you know, the record says that. We just got to, you know, keep it going. You know, you've been around long enough to know that you can't. It's hard to call it, you know, right now. You know, there's been teams that have started fast and didn't finish that way. So we just want to be that team that starts fast and finish even better. And I'm confident that we'll do so.
Bobby, thanks for the call. Always appreciate it. Appreciate you getting the lift in. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and we'll chat down the road. Always. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all the love.
That's right. Right back at you. That's Bobby Wagner right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.